Hey guys, it is Silver's channel once again, and I just finished watching Dragon Ball Super episode 78, and so I'm doing the review as soon as I can, so it's still fresh on my mind, and hopefully this comes out very close after the episode comes out, a day later at the most, so that way I don't have to worry about being behind on episode reviews anymore. But this episode was amazing. It just totally showed off how great the new arc is gonna be. It it's like it's not as good as some of the stuff we've seen from like other arcs, but it's just showing all the potential this arc has. And this episode, if well, first of all, I didn't say this in the last video, but these reviews are always are filled with spoilers and are always gonna be. So watch. This is your one and only chance to pause the video and go watch the episode on Crunchyroll beforehand, and which is completely legal. Just saying, for anyone that's still wondering, don't use whatever's this one website that starts with a K. I'm not gonna say the name of it, but because I don't want to have any promotion towards it. But use Crunchyroll, because Crunchyroll is completely legal and the best way to watch Dragon Ball Super. So this episode, it starts right after episode 77, like straight after. In episode 77 left off with the Daishinkan telling the Kais that the tournament it's going to be on a certain day, and it's going to be called the Tournament of Power. And so this episode starts out with Goku asking the Daishinkan more information about the tournament, and apparently the tournament is going to take place at the World of Void, which is an empty world without time and space, with infinite nothingness. So just when we thought that Zeno's Palace and the 12 Universes was all that we had to offer, which was already a lot, there's now the World of Void, so we have another place to investigate in Dragon Ball Super, even though it apparently has nothing in it. The reason it's there, my theory about the reason the World of Void, how it came to be, is because when Zeno erased the universes, it left this void of nothingness that took up its places. When he erased I believe it was 4 other universes. But that's just my theory on it. We really know nothing about it yet, so can't really say too much about it. But so then they're asked if there's going to be a tourney prize, or yeah, like a prize for the tournament, and the it's apparently it's whoever whoever is the martial artist that wins the whole tournament will get to use the Super Dragon Balls. And apparently Champa's been trying to collect them again, and he donated 3 of them to Zeno. So we at least know Champa's back up to his schemes again, which is really not surprising. And we're going to actually be seeing more of the Super Dragon Balls. And all the universes that don't win will be erased, which we already knew from the promo and whatnot. So, but the Kais, they were really shocked about this, and so was Beerus. Whis is not surprised, and so they're all getting on to Goku though. So, and meanwhile, Daishinkan tells them that that they're gonna have a preliminary match, kinda called the ZEN exhibition match, and it'll be to show future Zeno how tournaments that have to do with martial arts work, because he's never seen a martial arts tournament. Which even though Zeno, the future Zeno never had the whole Universe 6 and 7 tournament, I still am kind of surprised that he's never seen a tournament and he controls all the universes. I just thought that was interesting. He never even heard of it. So basically, the exhibition match is 3 warriors from 2 universes, being Universe 7 and Universe 9, which I like that they didn't pick like Universe 6 again, or so excuse me, or like something, or yeah, just if they pick Universe 6 again, it'd just be boring. We'd probably just see Universe 7 fighters versus like Hit, Kabe, and Frost or something. So I thought that would just been boring, but they actually picked Universe 9, a universe we know nothing about, and apparently the dwarf that's equivalent to Beerus in Universe 9 that we saw in the promo. Yes, that is his universe, Universe 9. Because all the people we saw in the promo, we didn't know what universes they came from, so now I know. And the wolf that Goku was fighting in the new intro that he was wrecking is apparently one of the 3 wolves that are from Universe 9. And yes, I said 3 because all 3 of the people they picked as their warriors, I hope that's not the case for all Universe 9 contestants, but just these 3 alone, they're all wolves and they're all brothers. And I just thought that was an interesting choice. But so meanwhile, Universe 7 has Goku go and pick the other 2 warriors. Of course, he goes to Vegeta first, and like when I first heard of this 3-on-3 thing, I thought it was gonna be Goku, Vegeta, and Gohan, but then I forgot all about Bulma being pregnant in the last episode. And Vegeta doesn't know about the whole universes being erased thing, so he refuses to go to the match because of Bulma being pregnant. So then we see this whole clip of Goten and Trunks fighting, which or sparring, which they started in the last episode, and it just made it seem for a second like that it was gonna be Goku, Goten, and Trunks at the match, and I thought that would have made perfect sense because Goten and Trunks aren't in the tournament, so which I believe is because they're kids. We don't know exactly yet, but it would have been really cool to see them in this match since they wouldn't be in the official tournament. But like they completely hinted at that. But then and then Vegeta's like, "Why don't you ask your son?" And they're like showing shots of Goten. And then Goku's like, "I don't know who we're gonna be fighting. I think they're too young." And then Vegeta, I don't know. And then Goku's like, "Oh wait, no, you're talking about Gohan. That's a great hint." So I guess that was kind of our answer to why Goten and Trunks are not going to be in the tournament. But after that, Goku flies over to Gohan's house, and Gohan at first does not want to do the tournament, but then Goku secretly tells him about the whole universes being erased thing, and Vidal's asking him what all the whispering's about, and Goku tells her about the tournament. And Gohan thinks that Videl is going to be like Chi-Chi to where she doesn't want him to go, but Videl actually wants him to respect his father's wishes and go to the tournament, which I really like. It showed the same stuff we saw from Videl during the Great Saiyaman filler arc, which was that she is not anything like Chi-Chi. She's probably one of the best women in Dragon Ball Z, or Dragon Ball in general, and she's all for Gohan fighting, which is really cool. So, and then Hercule is coming back with Pan from babysitting her, and he's with Boo, and so Goku figures out he would ask Fat Boo to join the team on the 3-on-3, and Hercule convinces him to do it, and before you know, they're at Zeno's palace, and at this point, I'm reading some notes I took real quick. Yeah, so at this point, they're at the palace with Daishinkan, and Gohan actually has his Goku gi that's the one he actually used when he went Ultimate Gohan against Super Buu, the same one that's in the promo and whatnot. So we did not see the Piccolo gi of his from early on in the Buu saga and when he was Teen Gohan. We did not see that, which I kind of would have liked to see return. And we did not see the tracksuit, which I was kind of thinking that would be the case. He just found his gi later before the actual tournament, because the tracksuit is in the intro when he goes Ultimate training with Piccolo. He uses the tracksuit, but we actually got his normal ultimate orange and blue gi, which I thought was really cool. But he was wearing his glasses with it, and it just looked really derpy. It didn't look like the same ultimate Gohan we know, and it just really isn't yet. I mean, he hasn't really re-achieved his ultimate form yet, so but they meet up with Universe 9, and all the basically equivalents of Beerus and Whis and the Kais, they all show up, and Daishinkan explains the tournament to them, and we have the first fight for between Universe 9 and Universe 7 announced, but not before Goku has to go and interrupt everything and, say hi to Champa, say hi to Zeno, make a whole speech. It was actually really funny, but it's more of that whole Goku being an idiot thing in front of people like Beerus, so we've seen it before, but it got kind of funny, so oh, excuse me, guys. I have a really bad cough, as I said in the last video. But it got really funny, and so they announced that the first battle will be between Fat Boo and this one of the wolves, the red wolf named Bazil. I think I said his name right. I'm not sure, but so Bazil enters the ring, and they find out that Fat Boo fell asleep, just like he did in the other tournament when he was taking the test. But Hercule was able to wake him up with chocolate. So that's the whole reason Hercule's there, is just to help them get Fat Boo in order, because they know he's strong, but he needs someone to boss him around. So that's where Hercule is there for. So Fat Boo enters the ring, and apparently Bazil, he specializes in kicks, and he's extremely fast. He's basically Burger and Raditz kind of mix, because like if you play the Dragon Ball Z games, Raditz really likes to throw kicks, especially in like Budokai Tenkaichi and whatnot. So that's what kind of reminded me of. Like if you had a Burger and Raditz fuse with a wolf or something, it'd pretty much be Basil. I don't know where I'm going with this, but he like goes in immediately when the match starts and throws in a bunch of kicks really fast, and like he's wrecking Fat Boo. I didn't see this coming. I was thinking that he'd be the weak one of the three wolves, and Fat Boo would destroy him and turn him into candy. Would he be able to participate? But that's not what ended up happening. So I was really surprised by this, and they just ended the episode off like that, because the next episode's gonna be all about the fight between Fat Boo and Brazil. So so that was just the starting of the match, and my overall thoughts on this episode, I thought it was really good. It had a lot of charm to it, and but it did show a lot of things that you thought were gonna happen but didn't happen, which kind of got on my nerves at sometimes, like with the whole Goten and Trunks thing. And I was honestly thinking that Gohan would not be able to go to a tournament or something. Maybe it would be like Goku would be funny with Krillin, or like Tien and Master Roshi would be funny, but none of that happened. But it was still a good episode. We saw a little more with Zeno. We saw a lot more Daishinkan, and I'm still kind of questioning if he's a villain or not. Right now, he seems like the nicest guy, but it's just, I don't know. A lot of theories about it, and a lot of them make sense, but I just don't know at this point. But we thought the same thing with Vados. We thought, because of her mischievous face, like, we thought that she was going to be a villain during the Universe 6 and 7 tournament, but that just didn't happen, and apparently she's a good person, and she's the sister of Whis. So, why would the father of Whis be evil? I don't know. But, if he is evil, it's definitely not something that Whis or Vados know about, or any of the other angels, because, they're not acting suspicious around their father or anything. They're just acting like it's their father. So, I don't think Whis is into anything, if there is anything going on, and I just hope we see more of Daishinkan, and, I hope we see more of this, like, having other characters fight other than Goku, and have interesting scenarios, because I know we're going to see a lot of that in the tournament, but the fact that we're already seeing it and the actual tournament hasn't even started, I think that's really cool. And I just hope there's a couple more episodes before the tournament starts that show stuff like an actual reason why Goten and Trunks aren't there. Maybe even like a reference to PyCon. You know, characters that we all wanted in the tournament or everyone thought should be in the tournament and they didn't end up being in it. Because I know PyCon's not canon. But you know, Gregory wasn't canon to the manga either. Look where he's in the manga now, so he's canon. But anything can happen at this point. But I think Toriyama would have to change up his story a lot. But yeah, if you like this episode, tell me in the comments what you thought about it, and you know, if you have any theories about the next episode, let me know. I'll be sure to comment what I think about it, and hopefully there'll be other people that will also want to comment on it. Just I like to get discussions going in my comments, and if you like the review, leave a like, and if you want to play games with me, I have my PlayStation Network, 3DS friend code, and Wii U NNID in the description, as well on my channel banner, so you guys can add me on those. And if you want to add me on 3DS, just tell me your friend code in the comments, and I'll add you back. But yeah, and if you want to keep in touch with me more and be able to talk to me more, where I'll be a lot more likely to see what you have to say to me, then follow me on Twitter and tweet me on there. Because sometimes, like, there's this weird thing with YouTube now. So, you know, if you comment, sometimes it'll tell me, sometimes it won't. I've had that problem lately. So tweeting me is a lot better than that. But I understand a lot of you don't have Twitter, and that's fine too. And if you like my channel and my content, be sure to just subscribe, but not just hit that subscribe box, but also hit the bell, because the subscribing box is also having an issue where it's just not working correctly, and sometimes you won't see my content. So you want to hit the notification bell so make sure you see when my content comes out. Because I'm gonna try to get a bunch of videos out before and after the Switch, so be expecting a lot more Nintendo content, because right now we're focusing on Dragon Ball the whole tournament. And I apologize for that, but I want to spread my content though, so expect to see both Nintendo and Dragon Ball at the same time, but around when the Nintendo Switch comes out, because I'm going to try to keep both of them running well. And yeah, so without further ado, tell me in the comments below any suggestions about how I should improve on my content, and I'll see you guys next time.